Good morning, everyone. Dave here with Affordable Door and Gate. Cody had a great question. We're going to go over it today. And I figure we'll do a little walk, do a little talk, and we'll answer some of these questions for this gentleman. Got kind words, too. So, first of all, let me read this to you. It says, in my next hurdle, scheduling and making my days/jobs more efficient. Efficient is the key. I've gotten to the part where days are filled, but there's a lot of back and forth driving from the way they are in the schedule. Ooh. Let me set you down for a second. You guys are kind of heavy. It says I have Jobber as my field app, which is good. Jobber works really good, I think. I've tried setting up my days on Monday through Thursday. I'll schedule appointments until 3, and at 4, I'll head to my door install. Not really quite sure what that means. I'm a little slow. So it says Friday, I'm doing all my quotes and picking up doors and parts for the next week. Okay. Also, when I have a far away job, I schedule them first and try to work them on the way back. So I think what he's trying to say is, which is a good idea, it's actually what I used to do in my business. I would literally, in the beginning of the week roughly, I would always schedule the farthest appointment away, right, in distance and mileage. And then I would try to fill that up. So I'd try to schedule them for like Thursday or Friday. And then what I would do is I'd find people and then fill it in so it wasn't just a dry run up there. You know, a lot of times in the garage door business, people have to look at it like this is the way I've always looked at it. Sorry, the cat is back again. So we are tow truck drivers. Hold on a second. All right, sorry about that. So we are tow truck drivers. We are fire department drivers, or firemen. That's how I think of it. We're firemen. And we are also truck drivers. We're all incorporated ones. And I feel like we're a little bit with the breed of landscapers too. I don't know why. I feel like we kind of get with landscapers because they're kind of doing the same thing. Sometimes they're quick jobs, long jobs. They're bouncing, residential and stuff. So anyways, like I said, you build them out the farthest, you work your way back. That's always worked the best for me. Now, another key, this pesky cat is gonna, you guys see this thing? Anybody want a cat? Anybody want a cat? It's free. I will ship it in a box, poke a couple holes in it, and I will ship it to you, UPS, no charge. Because this cat never comes around me until I make a video. All right, let's go back at this. So we got the farther away thing down, right? Now, here's the thing. This is how I've always viewed it. This is my opinion, my business, just my insight. So take it with a grain of salt. This is what I've seen over the years. I never took it to heart until another installer, well, actually competition. I'm good friends with him. There's your buddy, free shipping. Well, it's a her. That's Elsa. Elsa is the scaredest cat in the world, but when I'm out here, she just wants to rub up against you. She's a good cat, let's just say. So anyways, so I never thought about this because there was always something going on with Mondays and Fridays. And what I found out was over the years, many years, that when you have Saturday and Sunday, right? Think about it. Residential is being used heavily, right? Because everybody's going to their cottages. Everybody's going to use their lawnmower. Everybody's using the snowblower if it's wintertime or whatever. They're using the garage excessively on the weekends, right? The kids, we're going down to the beach. We're going to go get dinner. So the garage doors are getting used heavily. Now, there's nobody really open, right? Unless you're doing after-hours service and stuff. Hey, another one, Smokey. Oh, Oriole. That one's Oriole, sorry. Anyways, so what it is I've always left Monday open, right? Because, like I said, you get Saturday and Sunday, you're getting that waft, right? So some of those people, if they're good people, and they're up here in the head, let's say, they will call Monday. They'll go, something will break, and they'll go, I know how this works in the real world. People are normally open, you know, Monday through Friday, 8 to 5, right? That's the normal prediction. So the normal person is going to say, I'm going to call Monday and see if they can come out and fix my door. Some people don't. They just call, or they do have an emergency and they want to pay, which weekends could be good money sometimes. It's just, but do you always want to be babysitting the phone? It depends on your lifestyle. You know what I mean? Depends if you want to have a family, you want to go to, out on the boat and stuff like that. It just all depends. That's why we typically don't do it anymore. Nobody really wants to do it. It's too much headache. You have a 2-hour minimum just to get initiated. Anyways, I digress. So Monday's always left kind of as the floating open, almost like maybe you schedule one job type of thing for one guy or yourself, because there's stuff that's going to pile in. And that's always a limbo. Like, I've always left that stuff in limbo, which I seem like a lot of people have a hard time doing that. I leave that stuff like, hey, if I can, I'm going to try to get you Monday. And normally customers understand that. They say, look, if I can't get you Monday, boom, I'll just set you up for Tuesday, right? You'll automatically get them. But if I get time Monday, and you have to play it by ear, because normally, I don't know, around 9 to 11ish, somewhere in there of the day in the morning, you typically know what your day is going to be like. It normally kind of starts going. Now, another thing to get into is you really have to. It's very hard to do, but you have to practice not letting these customers dictate you. You know what I mean? It's hard. It's hard to let go of a sale, but sometimes you just have to. It's really the best, because, especially nowadays with fuel prices, you can't be just running around. You got to be very strategic, and the technology. You know what I mean? If you're doing this solo, almost in a sense, you have so much power because you know everything that's going on, right? And even if you have an assistant, secretary, whatever, a partner, get pictures. Just slow them down, right? And work with them. Say, hey, you got my number, you called or whatever, or call this number. Send me pictures. Send me pictures. Because what you can do is you can pre-qualify the customer. Always I cannot stress this enough. Pre-qualify the customer. Pre-qualify the customer. Because some people have no clue. I've had some customers that you tell them it's $2,000 and they go, oh, that's it? I thought it was going to be more. And you're like, darn it, I should have added another $500 to it. And then I've had customers that you tell them it's going to be, $800, and they go, oh my gosh, I thought it was going to only be like $10. And I'm like, you don't even live in the right world. So try to get pictures. Everybody's got smartphones. They're sitting there. They're doing nothing. Use them as an assistant. Use them. Slow them down. Long as you're communicating, right? I just called a landscaping place for one of my rentals, and for the shrubs and stuff like that. And it was insane. Like, the lady was hard to hear on the phone. There was background noise. It wasn't a pleasure to talk to her, right? And I just thought, oh my gosh. And she said, well, you got to call this person. And it was such a, communication is just such a big thing. It helps so much. Clear, text, whatever, just communicate, right? That's all I'm looking for as a customer, as a consumer now. I'm looking for just communication. Hey, we're not going to make it. Hey, we're going to show up. Hey, we're doing this. This is our price. Can you send pictures? I love doing it for people. I understand it, but I'm on the other side of the fence too. So, anyways, let's get back to the notes here. Monday is open. We got that. Residential, honestly, if it was me looking back and I was kind of a young man and didn't have the family and stuff like that, just, I don't know the situation. I would personally do stuff on the weekends because it works good with residential. Residential love that kind of stuff. They eat it up. They just nom, nom, nom. They just eat it up, right? They just oh yeah, they're gonna come on the weekend. Oh, the whole family will be here. The whole driveway will be packed full of cars. No problem. I mean, I don't know. But weekends to me are when you can actually like focus, and if you got to drive somewhere, it's relaxing versus I mean, so I would do stuff if you have to go look at them, if you have to go do a detail, if you have to measure things. I would personally be doing it on the weekends because here's the reason. If you're trying to get as much money as you can, I would leave Fridays. Fridays have typically always been the people that waited all week, right? They waited all week, and then they call Friday. Oh, I need my door fixed on my cabin because I got my family coming up and I got to impress them. Or I forgot and now I'm calling. So, but also a Friday should become more of a convenience, and the prices need to go up a little bit. Hey, and Friday has always been for us. It's been typically kind of more of the day that's, let's face it, the world that we live in, not many people want to work on Fridays. So it's kind of a limp day. You know what I mean? It's a good day to clean the vans. It's probably a good day, like you said, if you're doing the parts, and that works out good for you and materials. But it's also the way to capture those people at the last minute, or a backup for us typically is how it works. It works where stuff piles up and we have to fill them in on a Friday, which we typically don't, because once you get one or two, it turns into 6. All right, let's go through another one here. The farthest customer already talked about, so that's true. Always, I can't tell you how important it is though. Don't, we were doing a job across the street a couple days ago. I was doing it with Mr. Caleb, and the convenience, it was for my neighbor. The convenience of close. I've had numerous of jobs that are close. Now you can't always do it. I understand if you're just starting out, you gotta, but we just had a job that's about, I don't know, 45 minutes away from our shop. It's a commercial job, Broken Spring, right? And I had to throw it out to the lead guy that I was like, do we really want to entertain this? Because we're gonna make a whole trip up there. We don't have the springs on file or anything, or what size or what door number and all that. So we're gonna have to measure the springs. Then we're gonna have to come all the way back. Then we're gonna have to order them. Now, depending on, do they come in, we made an order, the other day now, a service spring, and kapow, man, it came like the next day, a whole big old skid, like out of nowhere, right? It was like, what the heck? We went from 2 to 3 to 6 weeks to kapow, it's here the next day. I'm not complaining, but you know how it is, guys. It's super hard to schedule things and juggle in the material, and you're sitting on it, and trucks are coming and all this, and which I thought was funny. I want to tell you this. I know it's getting a little long-winded here, but the R&L place that we get our deliveries from, they are charging us $20 now for the truck drivers to use their cell phones. Now, it is what it is. I'm on both sides of the fence, right? Okay, you're an employee, you're an owner of the operation. But here's what the question I keep wondering in my head. I go, is that the whole reason why this whole time with some of this stuff, these truck drivers were not calling ahead? Because I kept thinking they should just hire a dispatcher, that they sit there and manage this person every day, and go, what stop you at right now? I'm gonna call the next one ahead. You know what I mean? Because I would get calls, within 5, 10, maybe 30 minutes, hey, the truck's gonna be there. And it's like, oh, I didn't even know there was a truck coming today. Oh, we didn't either. You know what I mean? It was so hectic. But now, if we ask or request a phone call, now we gotta pay for it. I'm just saying, America, I hate to say it, but it's getting really weak, and it's getting really sad. It's getting really pathetic. Whatever happened to this, we all have to step up, right? And we just have to do our job, right? And look, most cell phones are unlimited. Granted, I'm not saying they shouldn't give them money, but I'm just saying, like, these people aren't looking out at the company too, and also saying, I've had guys sit, I bet, an hour and a half at my shop waiting for somebody to show up. And I'm thinking this all could have been avoided with a phone call. And I'm sitting here going, how do these corporations not understand this to the point where they go, we're going to hire one person to do dispatch, and they're gonna put a GPS on this truck, and they're going to watch every stop that truck. They're going to call the next customer an hour ahead to make sure. I'm just saying. How can you pay a truck driver to sit there for an hour and a half, idled, waiting for somebody to show up, and they just act like they don't care? They're just like, oh, no problem. I saw the driver. Oh, no problem. Like, no problem. You guys are running a huge operation. It's a problem. Anyways, sorry. I just had to do my little rant there. But anyways, Cody, I always appreciate the kind words. I hope this kind of summarizes some of it. If you guys have any questions like this, please, I always put it down below in my videos. You can always email me. I love the questions. I love being able to digress with you guys. I love opening my mind to seeing what you guys are also experiencing or having problems with. I learned so much. It's a great tool, great experience. So Cody, always appreciate the kind words. Hopefully one day, brother, we get to meet up. Otherwise, it sounds like you got it down. You just might have to slow down with sporadic jobs. And sometimes it's hard. You got to tell customers, I can get to you this. You schedule them in. We are actually implementing. I finally got my guys on board that we are implementing. Basically, we are going to charge. We are going to charge your card, and I don't care. They're figuring it out. I don't care if it's $5, $10, $20, but we are going to put you on the schedule, but you're going to pay something, and it's non-refundable. So that's what we're doing with the residential side. If you're a previous customer, not a problem. But we're getting these 2 one-off customers, and then they call and they cancel or they don't cancel. And we're calling. There's just way too much of it. So, and the other thing is you get a credit card on file. You've already ran a transaction on it. You know it's valid. So it just seems like it's filtering out some of the roughage, let's just say. So, anyways, I hope this helps. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. If you don't mind, hit that like button. Become a subscriber if you're not a subscriber. And like I said, don't be afraid. If you're nervous, you can always, don't be nervous. Email me. Email me questions if you got questions. You can always comment below. I don't always see the comments. Some reason my phone hits and miss on that stuff. This new iPhone has always been kind of weird. But you can always shoot me an email, and I'd love to make a video about it if that's okay with you. If it's something personal, just let me know that we have to keep it personal, and I will respect that because that's just the right thing to do. So anyways, take care, you guys. We'll see you on the next one, and have a great day.